Hello and welcome. Currently that of 10 o'clock in the morning, and it is the 5th day of February 2021. And I'm going to go over my top 12 coins based on market value, as I should have my 12th reach four figures in that of Theta Fuel. I got 25,500. This will be the only one I'll go over the ownership of what I own, which is a little over $1,000 Canadian worth, a little under 1,000 US dollars. And a lot of these cryptocurrencies have a nice little breakout pattern. So all trades, bets, and of the like within each his own risk and their own reward. All right then. Within such, we have the sideways movement, an attempt to break out here, pulls back, finds support at the higher low with the 18 average of such. A little bit of strength at the highs and excitation today. Retest of the twice previous hit level. If there's going to be support, I like to see even go a little bit further here. If we're going to find support, maybe back in this area where it was resistance. But to me, this looks like we're looking at a very good breakout. Number 11 on the list is DGB, which showing some nice little patterns of higher lows a little bit, holding in there within this multiple area of resistance. But definitely one of the laggers compared to some of the other coins. And the next one is gold. And if gold and silver go down, cryptos go up, yada, yada. Wowzers. I kind of like that, actually, in the short run. And going back to cryptocurrencies, HBAR next on the list at our hash graph. What a beautiful run this had at the start of the year, going from about 3 cents upwards to over a dime, now at 9.5, but showing strength amongst resisting the 18 average. I don't know if I guess resisting the 18 average of highs, not shown supporting the 18 average of lows, which is good how it lifted off from that point. So holding where I'd like to see it come from, a previous resistance, I suppose. Still needs to break out above a dime, but to me, I'm liking the setup that it's showing and that it's holding such a phenomenal rally from January 11th through that of January 21st. Since then, with this little bit of sideways and downward and sideways consolidation, getting over like 10, noticeably over a dime would be a fantastic setup. Next on the list is Canadian fiat currency. So let's skip on to the one that is after that. And I got some of them in coins format. Most of them are in coins, but not in dollar values, because I got a lot of 5-cent pieces and 10-cent pieces and 25-cent pieces. But moving on. Tezos comes in at my 6th largest holding, in at $3.25. But I love this setup. And I got the Fibonacci levels in here, which we can see was resisting this line back in previous years, May and June timeframe. Had this failed breakout, and it looks like we're going to move to retest the ties near $4. Price action allows support near around 2, and at the time we resisted first at 240, and then of course this Fibonacci that's been resisting on that of late November, and then again on January the 10th. But as it came up here again, spent more time here, but then a big pullback close to piercing less. Usually it's extra, but not this case, piercing less. And now getting above it, and we've seen, yes, it went below, resisting it, but resisting it with all of these higher lows from the higher lows in late 2020. So at $1.60, we have a higher low here at like $1.95, then we have 206, then we higher low it at 230, then we do them again at 263, 271, 287. If we can pull back, I'd like to see it go higher than that. And as it goes, any deep pullback, the next high, if it goes below this and we say we did hit a low of 256, I'd be like talking about this being a higher low than 256. But that's on a deep, like this is just small moves overall. But I'm seeing how it's just holding and staying in this area, looking as if it's going to break out. And I think we're going to have a test soon of the $4 and change level. Number 5 on the list is Bitcoin. And 5, 4, and 3 are pretty much around the exact same for the most part. That is just happens to work out that small moves will move back and forth. But as it goes, Bitcoin on the daily chart, well above the previous all-time highs of 20,000, pretty much almost 2x from it. It probably will be over 2x relatively soon. I really like how the last few days have been holding and staying above the newly rising 18 average of highs after it really never had much of a chance to decline little and for that long at all. having support tested 3 different times at around 30,000, and having this thing looks to me as if this thing is breaking out. Next up is LITECOIN, which we have this move getting above the 18 average of highs 3 days ago, then a little bit of a pullback, just a little bit of one, coming back to resisting the January 29 highs and the 18 average of such that's newly rising, and then lifting off from it today. Basically the 3 days like this, very, very nice little setup. And I think this thing is ready and poised to make a move and really get above the $200 level. Well, noticeably above 200. I know it says 209, but I wouldn't be surprised 230, 240, 250. That this thing has the next leg higher potential to move up to. Next up is Bitcoin Cash, which is number 3 on the list. Again, 3, 4, and 5 pretty much the same, which is Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin. Not as great of a bullish setup to say the least, but what we do see is that it's still holding well above this. But if you look at this on the monthly chart, you can see a little bit of this down move. This to me looks as if this is ready poised for a significantly decent sized gain there. And number 2 on the list is THETA, and it's because it's done so well that it's noticeably above every other cryptocurrency. At one point it would have been my 6th or 7th and 5th best in price action, as well as me adding a little bit combination before the price went up, has managed to make this go to number 1 as far as cryptos, number 2 overall, and noticeably more than Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and all the rest, but much noticeably less than number 1. And what I like about THETA here, this is like THETA fuel at the start, pretty much the same coin. We got this low, and this low. Sideways-ish consolidation, but an attempt to break out above the 18 average didn't really work so well on January 25th and 26th, but it did successfully do very well in correcting after 2 days of just hanging in there within the 18 average of highs before today. Today is excitation, at least attempt on such. So to me, it looks as if this thing is poised and ready. This is like a huge buy signal in my opinion. So you talk about 242 now versus 242 on like the New Year's Day or the whatever, January 2nd when it hit there. Okay, be very careful buying at 242 here. I'm like, okay, what a great, amazing, aggressive buy long term, I believe anyway. And then I think this is a good day trade where it should not go below $1.75. Even I'd be surprised if it goes below 2, even below 205. And I would highly expect this to break out, go above 3 and nicely above 3, like 340, 350 as its next leg higher. And my number 1 largest asset, and that's physical silver. And very much by far. Although if THETA has a monstrous move and gets to like double digits, then that might be not the case. But I might do something about that. Thus, buy more silver, do that type of thing if things like that occur. Meaning THETA gets over 10. But we have silver in at $26.70 US, and this 28.5 level, which was resistance near late summer last year. On 2 occasions, and for a while actually, we'll just say from like August the 7th or so to that of September the 1st, and it really stayed in that area until September 18th. And now it gets back to the area, sort of, almost, not quite, but not maybe, but no, on December 21st, but quite maybe yes on January the 6th, and most certainly on the last move it actually pierced extra, matching pierced, but marginally going higher before, but pretty much an exact hit of the August 7th highs. So now, we had resistance here, a little bit here, definitely resistance here. Oh, how huge it would be if it could hold where it came down to. So if this does manage to get up to 27 good change, I would be that's like today and into the start of the next week. I'd be expecting this thing to take off and have a very good move. Thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.